Hi, this is Shamandi from ProvidenceLifedesign. I hope everyone is well. This video, edges are getting snatched. It's happening. It's happening, but it's a conversation that we need to have, okay? Because in the end, it translates into dollars and cents. That's the reason why we have to have this conversation. Okay, I know many people think it is like so not necessary and like not that relative to interior design and renovations and things like that, but it is, because there's constantly that male-female dynamic, that masculine against feminine dynamic when we're getting work done. And either we are a single woman or we have that like no contact type of husband. Okay, you know the type. I meet them all the time. And may that never be our portions that are trying to like aspire to have new husbands, right? But anyways, what happens constantly is that women are putting themselves in a place where they are being judged heavily, taxing. It is taxing on them. And I don't think they realize it in the beginning. You think that whoever you're paying to come and do something, they are just, it's just their job. Like, I just need you to take care of this. And you think it ends there. And it costs you. It costs you. In like the world of hypergamy, which I am not an expert on, or know enough about it, but I just know that in the place of where women are constantly in the place of like making sure that they are staying in a polished kind of personal aesthetic, it's like there's perks to it, right? So there are cons to doing the opposite. There's cons to, not having any organization in your space. There's cons to wanting to be over dominant when you're speaking to certain type of male traits. There's cons to it. There's consequences to like how all of that is going to play out, and ultimately it costs you. If you're somebody who's been watching my videos, I have the videos about like, the story times about customers who have like trades guys that are like abusing them. They're like in abusive relationships. You got to have his check and he just talks to you any kind of way. And it's all of that kind of stuff going on. It's like, I don't know what to say sometimes. And then I get scared. Like, there's been times where I've been scared, okay? If people will bring in their, like, aggressive tradesmen. It has not ended well. There's been times where those conversations have not ended well. And those conversations have generated me getting stared down from across a store at another time by the person. Like, it happens, okay? Because a lot of men with low self-esteem, okay, it's low self-esteem. It's low self-esteem. It's all kind of traumas and triggers from their childhood. We cannot carry all of them like this with us, right? They're not our child. So you're like dealing with an adult thinking it's an adult you're dealing with. No, it's really like a 4-year-old boy. He's just 50, but he's 4, So... that is definitely a challenge, and for us to act as if like that doesn't happen, it is just such a disservice, okay? Like, it just goes without fail. A lot of them, they want me to just act like I don't know anything, and they want me just to be looking cute next to the customer, and it's like, nope, I know your job too, but I'm respectful, right? And what happens is, if my customers are like allowing that whole dynamic to go on, I pull myself out of it. Like, sis, call me later, okay? Like, we could chat later. Oh, no, have that conversation over there. Oh, no, I don't want to hear what he did to then now. I don't want to hear, right? I have to be that kind of, like, designer where it's like, listen, is he's doing this how we described? Or we can get a new one. Like, I'm that lady. Like, we could throw the whole crew away. We could throw the whole installer away and get you a new one. You know, granted, they haven't like gone too far in the hole, you know. But then what's happened in some of these abusive situations, it's like they end up leaving. You know, they end up leaving with your money. So that's why I'm doing this video. Sometimes you have to know when to fold, okay, in this card game of getting your trades, okay, because you put yourself in a bad position. And then also safety, right? Gotta think about safety. If you know, this is no judgment, guys. If you know you are a masculine woman, you know, if this is striking a chord with you, okay, nobody have to tell you who you are. You know you're a masculine woman. Like, no man can come and tell you nothing. Like, and you got to show him that you're right all the... Listen, some of that doesn't pan out. It's going to cost you. And it's not little money. It costs you hundreds of dollars to thousands of dollars. You have to take your time in court your potential installers, right? I always advise, get at least 3 estimates. Get at least 3 estimates, ladies. Down here in Miami, it's a tough place. It's not easy, right? The men are not... the men are not like the ones in other places. These are different ones, okay? And I appreciate how hard you work, because I want to make sure that you have what it is that you need. But a lot of these installers, they're not, you know, they're not impressed. They're jealous. You know, they're jealous at how balanced your life is, okay? And that they're annoyed that they're not young enough, some of them, that they're not young enough to come and make a move on you, or that that you have all that you have, and they themselves are just not great managers of their resources and time, right? Like, we're just calling it as it is, because these are the building bricks that build up to somebody being a very bad tradesperson when they cannot manage their time and they cannot manage their resources correctly. This is where they're trying to push you through rush jobs and leaving your stuff halfway, disappearing for 3 weeks. That, you know, that's because they have there's like no standard. There's no standard on how they're going to manage their crew. There's no standard on how they're going to manage the inquiries. There's no standard on how the money comes in and comes out, and making sure that tasks are being done, and, you know, project managing efficiently. There, you know, all of that stuff makes for the lack. That's what creates the lack. But the disrespect that happens in your house, in your yard, at your home, in your kitchen, that I want you to try to avoid at all costs. You know what I mean? Try and tidy up. It's okay if the place looks a little raggedy, but try to tidy up. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you speak to somebody and they're soliciting you ahead of time and they say, hey, I can't come out and give you an estimate for another 2 weeks or so, like, don't let there be a rush on it. Like, okay, can I follow up with you? When can I follow up? Ask him. When can I follow up with you? Is morning or evening better? Afternoon better? Are you free on the weekends? You know? And make sure you're not by yourself. Make sure somebody's there at your house with you when you have the estimates being done. Okay? That's important. Stay safe at all times. If he's saying things that you don't like or you know better, don't argue with him. Just be like, okay, I hear you. So you don't think it's this way. All right. You know, and move on from it. Right? I've been told, you know, Newman, this little single thing, it's like they're men are like buses. They come along. And, you know, that West India mindset tells you something different, right? But people are like, oh no, men are like buses, the next one come along. Listen, down here in these neck of the woods, one contractor falls, the next one is coming along. And another one's coming along. I meet 6 a day, right? This is Shimrandi from Providence Life Design. I love you guys. Bye.